all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Mike Wilmer.
Jared the Bossman Show. We're going to talk to my buddy up at Clarksville, Tennessee, coaching the Oxford State Governors up there at the Dunn Center, man. My man, Matt Figure. Coach, how's summertime treating you so far, Coach? You having a good summer so far?
Yeah, everything's been good, JR. It's, college basketball's become it's become a year-round thing, more so probably than any other sport in America, because we're about 47 out of the 52 weeks you're doing something, and now with the way the NCAA has changed the dynamics of recruiting, the recruiting never stops. It seems like there's a whole new big group because of the transfer rules. There's a whole new recruiting segment in this thing, and now it's kind of opened up, sort of like free agency in other professional sports.
You got there right, Coach, and I know you losing Delonte and Rick was kind of hard on you recruiting wise. I know they had some things already in there for you guys. So hiring the two new coaches as well in recruiting, how that transition go for you guys this offseason?
Yeah, it's been good. I hired Nikita Johnson, who I've had a 27+ year relationship with. He brings a lot of experience from a ton of different levels. He coached at the same junior college I did in Texas back in the early '90s. He's had stops at Murray State, Louisiana Tech, University of New Orleans. I was a part of LSU's Final Four team in 2007. So, adding an experienced guy who's been able to win and coach at different levels, and bringing the experience that he brings and the recruiting ties he brings, he solidifies my staff with that type of experience. And then I went out and I hired a young, I don't want to use the word players coach, but this guy played professional basketball. He was a starter at Texas Tech back in the heyday for Coach Knight towards the end of his career. Played on the Sweet 16 team, and then been a part of the national championship game as a staff member for Texas Tech, and has been very instrumental in developing a lot of the NBA players that Tech has had the last 2 years. So his name is Daryl Dora, and I wanted a guy who had played professional basketball, who has also been at the highest level, who's able to communicate with my players in this day and age. Someone who has walked in their shoes and been able to say, "Hey, I've been there," and I think he fills a great void for me, and I'm excited about our staff.
I hear that, Coach. And you've done well in your first 2 years at Austin P, hitting the year 3. So, Coach, I know you're happy about what this foundation you laid at Austin P. So, where did you go this season trying to figure out, as you had staff turnover, how do you want to improve this team even further and improve the program even further based on the success you already had in years 1 and 2 there?
Well, we just wanted to continue to upgrade, our talent base. I can't ask any more than I've had out of the players that's been a part of my program for the past 2 years. But I give so much respect to Murray State and Belmont, and JR, you know this, you follow the OVC a little bit. There's not another league in the country, I think, outside of maybe the SEC, that had 2 of the first 26 picks. Outside of Duke, anybody that had 2 of the first 26 picks come from a league, and the Ohio Valley Conference had that. And John Morant, the 2nd pick in the draft, and Dylan Windler, the 26th pick in the draft by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then not only that, we had 5 kids from this league to participate in the summer league. So that's a lot of talent coming out of a historically one-bid league. And then on top of that, Belmont and Murray both got bids to the NCAA tournament, and they won a game. So, we've been right there with those 2 schools, and we've not been able to get over the hump with them, but we're trying to close the gap to where, we lost at the buzzer against Murray this year. Blew a pretty good lead where Dylan Windler went on his own 20-point run himself against us to lose a close game to Belmont. And so my whole thing is, I think we're finally getting to a point to where our talent from 1 through 13 is that of those guys. And I'm biased in saying this, but, I think I have the best returning player in the Ohio Valley Conference in Terry Taylor.
And I was going to ask you about Terry, because I feel like this is a key for Terry. I watched him play against Murray State, that game with the brothers. I was there for that game. He showed out. He was playing well as John Moran was playing that night as well, leading you guys, not letting you guys get down, or how he punched they threw at you. He was able to bring you guys right back and keep you in that game there. So how has Terry developed over this spring and summer as we head into the fall here, adding to his game to be giving you that more, even being more dynamic for you guys offensively and defensively as well?
Yeah, I was speaking to someone today who I did an interview with earlier, and, he said the numbers that Terry put up throughout the season were, player of the year numbers, and they were. And that goes to show you just how good our league was, is that he didn't win player of the year, and he averaged 20.5 points a game and 9.5 rebounds a game on a team that won 22 games. So I think his just maturation, developing his ability to drive the ball. We got to get him to the free throw line more, and we got to pull him from the basket a little more than we have in the past. And the one thing that is very unique about the kid is that he's not even 20 years old yet, and so he's a young rising junior to be. So, he's got a lot of basketball under him and having success, but he's got a lot of room to grow. And I think I've seen it in his work ethic. It's all clicking for him. He understands that, Morant and Wendler had a chance to get drafted. And then other kid, Nick Mayo, was with the Miami Heat this summer, and Shaq Buchanan was with the Memphis Grizzlies. And if I'm not mistaken, Kevin McClain was with the Golden State Warriors. So, Terry feels like he's in that same, level of player with those guys. And I think he just has more confidence about himself, and he understands everything totally of our program. So I think we'll see a lot of strides, and I got to get him out on the perimeter a little more.
And Coach, so who's some other guys this offseason that really showed you some improvement in their games that you look forward to integrate them into the roster, giving them more playing time this year that we should look out for?
Well, one of the guys that unfortunately had an injury last year, and we redshirted him. We got a 6'8" kid named Eli Abayev, who went and participated in the Maccabi games here in the end of the summer in early August. And, he had in the championship gold medal game against Russia, represent the USA team in the Maccabi games. He had 22 points and 28 rebounds, which is astounding. And he's another high motor guy who, we didn't have him all last year. So he was somebody that I was dependent on to help us last year. So fortunately, we got him healthy and ready to go. And I'm really excited about our incoming players. We got a kid, Jordan Adams, 6'4", 6'5" guard that from Beaumont, Texas. That was a one-time University of Baylor commit that I think has got a chance to be really, really good. And then we added an all-league graduate transfer from Alabama State and Reginald G, who will bring some veteran leadership. And, so you put two all-league guys together, even though Reginald wasn't, on our team or in our league, he was an all-league guy in the SWAC conference. So I think that translates well for our league. And I just think we've got more depth, more height, more athleticism. Now we don't have the experience that we had as we had last year with some older guys, but I think from our talent standpoint, we're a lot better off from a individual talent standpoint than we were my first year or my second year.
Coach, I think ever since you've been there, y'all get you a nice grad transfer guy that it really helps you out each year, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
We've been very fortunate, yes. It started with the kid I got from Grambling State 2 years ago, Avery Ugba, who is over just signed to play in the Ukraine, who was an all-league guy for us. And last year we got a kid named Jabari McGee, who was a real spark for us off the bench, averaging about 10 points and 7 rebounds a game. And then we're able to strike gold again with Reginald G. And I think he's a big, strong, powerful 6'4.5" guard that has been Alabama State's leading scorer the last 2 years. So I think, he can give us a lot of abilities in the backcourt that we've been missing.
And, Coach, I've had a lot of different guys I'm having on this week, and I've talked to Lamont Parrish earlier. He talked about how what you're building in Clarksville is one of a kind. David talked about what you're doing up there at Austin P. I think Tennessee has a lot of great coaches. We can talk about Penny Collins as well. You got Casey now at Belmont, Jerry Stackhouse with Vanderbilt, of course Penny Hardaway down there in Memphis, Steve Forbes, Eastern Tennessee State University, and of course you got Rick Barnes in Knoxville. So how do you think with the state of Tennessee and the quality of coaches and teams that we have in the whole state of this great basketball, even John Pelfrey at Tech as well?
Yeah, no question. We play in a league that's got Belmont, which Casey Alexander, he plays for the NIT championship at Lipscomb, coming over to take over for a legendary coach who I feel like is one could coach at any level and be successful, Rick Byrd, who I have a ton of respect for. And Penny's coming in and really trying to work really hard to get Tennessee State in a good spot. And Steve Forbes is proven that he's one of the best coaches in the mid-major levels, and one of the best Division II coaches in the country, Lenny Acuff, is now the head coach at Lipscomb. So, the state of Tennessee with all the coaches and the division, I think there's 12 Division I programs in the state of Tennessee, which many people may not know that. And from East Tennessee to West Tennessee and every part in between, there's been some pretty good basketball at each school. And I don't know if, I know everybody loves football down the South, but, Tennessee has cross from border to border has really good basketball that the fans can appreciate.
Yes, indeed. Now, that's what I try to tell people, like, down here in Georgia who just think Georgia's the thing. I'm like, hey, let's go state over Tennessee. Look at all them quality teams that say Tennessee. They've been in the OVC conference as well. A lot of them in the OVC conference, of course, as you and I both know. But a lot of quality coaching, a lot of quality basketball, a lot of quality talent. And also, Tennessee's a good transfer spot for guys, too, who want a second opportunity. Or they wouldn't work out. We can come to a school like Austin Peay or Tennessee Tech or MTSU, even UT Martin, wherever, and play ball and still have a successful career, get a good education, and playing at a high-level basketball well for a great coach.
No, I think you're right. I think the state of Tennessee and all those programs have put a lot of emphasis on their basketball. I think since Steve Forbes got to ETSU, he's produced 20-win seasons every year that he's been there through 4 or 5 seasons, and then Coach Barnes has elevated Tennessee to a nationally number 1 ranking. And then, everybody's crazy about what Penny's done at Memphis. He's got the number 1 recruiting class in the country. And then, Nick McDivitt's going to get Middle Tennessee going back again. And then, people forget that John Pelfrey, I actually worked for John Pelfrey at South Alabama, and we won back-to-back Sun Belt Conference championships there, and then John was the head coach at Arkansas. So there's quality coaches, and Anthony Stewart at UT Martin doesn't get a lot of recognition, but he does a really good job with the way they play and the talent he brings in, and it's good basketball, man. You're not going to find a better state for basketball than the state of Tennessee.
You got that right, Coach. And for you, in Clarksville, it's a growing city, a military town, great location. You can kind of go north or south where Clarksville is located at. So you can get guys all over the country. And Off-Speed's come on national brand because of Coach Lou's, of course, and what you're doing now. Off-Speed's a known entity now, which I know helps you in recruiting as well when you're trying to get guys, because you've shown in your first years there that you guys win and win big.
Well, I appreciate that. I think the exposure that our league is getting is better. We had an opportunity to showcase our team on one of the bigger ESPN networks with our Murray game on Valentine's Day that drew a huge number of people watching our game. And so, and not only that, I think, what Belmont did in the tournament, what Murray State did in the tournament, I think that draws a lot of attention to our league. And it also motivates the Austin Peays, the Tennessee Martins, the Tennessee States, the Belmonts, the Tennessee Techs. We have to raise our level of play, and so the recruiting's gotten better. The competition for players and things like that, it's just increased, and it's done. And now our league is at a spot that I think we're in a pretty good place. And if you talk to any of the coaches over, I know Chattanooga and ETSU play in the SoCon. The SoCon's a bear as well with ETSU and Furman and Wofford and UNC Greensboro and Sanford and Chattanooga. I mean, that league's good too. So two of the most under the radar leagues are played, predominantly in this area, and people want to watch good basketball. They can get out and watch it.
You got there right, Coach. And That's when I got for you, this coach. You kind of mentioned a little bit. You were working South Alabama, that coach. Me and my girlfriend are going down to Mobile. She was going to the Pensacola Beach. So I wanted to ask you, I forgot you here. What's the things I should show her while I'm in Mobile, Pensacola Beach, that while I'm down there over Labor Day weekend down there?
Well, when you go, you're going to see some of the most beautiful white sanded beaches in the world. I mean, people can talk about, going out of this country or out of there, whatever. Man, you're going to one of the nicest places in the United States or in the world just to have beautiful white sand and blue, green water. And they've got great restaurants, fresh seafood, nightlife. It's all good. If you get a chance, check out the Pensacola Wahoos. They've got a really good AA baseball team down there as well. So it's a really nice town, and so is Mobile. You got Dolphin Street in Mobile that never closes. It's home of the original first Mardi Gras. A lot of things to do down there, man. You can go from Biloxi, Mississippi to down over to Pensacola and find plenty to do.
Well, Coach, we're going down there Friday, August 30th. We'll be there until September 3rd. So I told her we'll go down there. As you know, Coach, I'm between Clarksville and Atlanta all the time. That's pretty much my life. I-24, Clarksville to Atlanta, coming to make sure I keep her happy. So she said, I want to go to Pensacola Beach. I said, fine, we'll do it. I knew you were Coach there, so I could ask Coach Matt about this. He'll give me some ideas what to do down there. So it's all good.
I tell you this. I tell you this: when you go to Pensacola, you have to go to McGuire's Irish Pub.
I'll do that.
McGuire's Irish Pub. It's a unique place, close to the water in downtown Pensacola. Great food. I think they have over $10 million in $1 bills hanging from the ceiling.
Wow! It's gonna be interesting to see.
Something in that ballpark. Don't quote me on that, but there's the whole ceiling is covered in money.
Well, I'll see some pictures while I'm down there, Coach. I'm looking forward to this trip, man. Because I told you out there, I'm getting ready for the Hawk season and getting ready for that. September 23rd is media day, so I pretty much have a month left to just enjoy the summertime and be free before it all gets really good.
Well, maybe you can figure out a way to draw up a play so our boy Trey can get a shot up.
Hey, I think I can, Coach. I have some ideas, man. I have some ideas for him.
It's just called Do Him.
Yes, indeed.
Do Him.
You got that right. I'm happy Vince Carter's back for one more year. Happy about that. Happy Damian Jones will be our backup center, so he needs an opportunity. Happy he's with us as well.
Well, Damian Jones at Vanderbilt was a nightmare. When he played at Vandy, he was a problem.
Yeah, hopefully, because all I see is Alex Lynn, who the Lions know him very well from Maryland, but he's our starting center. Damian should play as the backup center. So Vince Carter's in the mix. We got Chandler Parsons as well, Alan Crabb. We have a good little roster, Evan Turner. But main thing, we need to get Trey, John Collins, Mr. Cam Reddish going, Herder going. We got to get our man off the bench going down to Benbury to defend like crazy. But I think, Coach, will be a 30-win team, but very exciting, a league pass specialty this year for anybody who wants to watch us. We'll be very exciting. Won't win much, but we're very excited for sure.
I think there's a young talent there to grow the situation, and I think you'll be surprised that you guys are going to grow faster than you may think.
I hope so, because I'm looking forward to us selling out again, Coach, and having the arena sold out. Because I'm telling you, I feel like we're a year away. I think so, but I'm just so excited about the young talent we have. And also Hunter as well, getting him in the draft as well. I feel like this team is going to be something to deal with. Like, rather of a young OKC, Coach, with Westbrook, Durant, all those guys, when they had them under that same umbrella, all of them, that was really young. I feel like we can do that same thing in a year or so with Trey in year 3, John Collins in year 4, Resh in year 2. So I feel like we got something brewing here, real special, Coach. I really do.
Well, you also have you got a Clarksville guy on your team down there too, and Alex Poitras.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Alex. We sure do.
And if, you get Jabari Parker and Alex Flynn, those guys were all high draft picks back when, and Evan Turner was number 1 pick overall. So there's some abilities there.
And we have a training camp invite for the OVC too, Coach. Charger Bacall is going to be an invite for a training camp, I'm hearing. It should be confirmed soon, but that's what I'm hearing. So that OVC guy might make our roster. It's Charger McCall as well.
Well, I don't know much about him, but I do know that, you've got I love DeAndre Hunter. I think he can be a special, at worst, a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist type guy. That's my opinion, but him and Cam Reddish, I think he's very talented. John Collins has proven himself already. I think there's a lot to embrace with your team. It just be a little patient.
You got there right, Coach. Coach, if you come down to a game, love to have you, man. Are you and the staff down for a game? If it works for schedule-wise for you guys, love to have you down. Be my guest for the night and get to enjoy some house basketball at our new arena, State Farm Arena, and enjoy all the top golf we have and the courtside clubs, everything we got there now.
Well, I may have to take you up on that, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Coach. Hey, Coach, you're the best. Thank you for your time. As always, Coach Figure. I was a little talking to you. Now, I'll see you real soon, man. I'm in town. I'm going to call you when I'm in town, man. I'm up there pretty often, but I got to catch up with you again in the office here real soon as well, Coach.
All right. Hit me up, man, anytime.
We'll do, Coach.
All right, brother.
All right, it's Matt Figure on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.